So the old ZL, I've got the aero package to go with it, and it's never been fitted, so I have noticed already that it's different to the 2SS. Comes with different aero deflectors, and you'll see there's a lot of spare nuts, nut inserts, whatever you call them, which is going to be used for putting in these new deflectors. So these ones are already fitted. That's why they're not separate, because they're already in the car. So I'll fit these ones up. At the moment you'll see there's nothing there, so I'll get back to you when I've done it. So with the kit that you get, there's a few pieces that I'm not familiar with because of being different to the SS. These are SS wind deflectors that go under the car. These are the brake deflector, air deflectors, which are two-piece, a metal piece and a plastic piece. Whereas you'll see the ZL is slightly different in design for the under tray air deflector, and it's two-piece. It also has this piece as well, which doesn't come in the SS. And the brake deflectors are already sitting inside the fitted to the car. The other thing, they come with the extra screws. There's actually 4 packets of 4 screws. I'll just grab a bag at random and see how we go fitting them up. So this front, I don't know what you call it, air dam I guess, it uses torque screws, so just got to undo those. I've taken the 2 end ones out because that's where this wind deflector ends up, but I'll take the whole lot out and I'll just set the whole assembly up. Okay, so an update. This is one deflector in. Only screw I haven't put in is that one. Sorry, I'm not even pointing the camera. So yeah, you use a combination of old and new screws. Put this one in. The curved wind deflector, again, old and new screws. This, I don't know what you call that, a strengthening piece or a protector. Again, it's just a tiny lip that sits under the front splitter to possibly avoid stuff like that. But that's inevitable, I guess, with a low car. So yeah, this side I haven't started yet. You'll see these steel nuts waiting for the pieces to go in. And along the front there is a piece that you take out, that scraper that I removed first. There's a Phillips screw on both ends and then torque screws in the middle. So just looking at it, you can see there's a clear path that it's collecting air and sort of directing it down to the tyres. So I guess it's possibly cooling a combination of tyres and brakes. As I've mentioned, the deflector, this one, is already in place, which you have to install for the 2SS. That steel piece there that you can see sitting behind that tie rod ball joint, that's the smaller piece that goes in the 2SS. So they are already installed in the ZL1, which is interesting. Okay, I've got it all sorted now, all fixed, nipped up, hand tightened. So yeah, everything was pretty straightforward. It all makes sense. All the screws fall into place. The only thing I did notice, you do put this front air dam scraper back on. The end ones where there were Phillips screws are now replaced with the bolts. They're a bit longer because you've now got 3 layers you're bolting through. The only other thing that I've noticed, which was interesting, that actually comes with a pop rivet, which you're meant to put through this the center here, even though there wasn't one there before. Although I decided to use a self-tapping screw to go through the splitter, because those are the 2 screws that were left over from the end pieces, and easier to remove than a pop rivet. I don't know why it's there. It's possibly just a little bit of extra strength at high speed, I'm guessing, because you've got screws either side which go into steel nuts. So it's a small area, there to require a pop rivet or further fixing in the middle. But anyway, I'll put the screw there for the time being. Just to support what I was saying, that's the single pop rivet that you get in the kit, and you'll see in the instructions in the center of that plastic piece it says to use the pop rivet, same part number as on the bag, but yeah, in my case I don't think I'll use that. I'll just keep the self-tapper screw in there. But yeah, you can see it definitely flows air through to the tyres. And the other thing too I noticed, profile wise, it doesn't seem to be any lower, or possibly marginally lower than the front protector. That's just a protector for the radiators, and you'll see the radiators are in there. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to cause any additional clearance issues. It might, but I'll see when I get it down on the ground again. But it looks all right, and it's all fitted, so that's good. I thought since I was under here I might do a bit of cleaning. That's that oil that I mentioned in my previous video, left over from an oil change I'm expecting, because it's right underneath the filler cap. But yeah, inside these plastics I'm looking at a whole heap of gravel, dirt, gravel. Makes you wonder. And I also saw, I'm sure you can see that dent inside the aluminium cross frame. So whether the dealer has gone to jack the car up on that instead of using the steel chassis, or preferably the jacking blocks which are in this car, you got to wonder what some cars get up to when they're not with you. But anyway, that's why it's worth checking them out. I'm going to do the oil change as well since I'm ready to do it. I've got two 10-litre bottles ready to go, so that's two changes. But yeah, just worth checking and cleaning the car underneath if you ever get the chance to see what's going on. Just draining the oil, all that golden goodness. It's got about 600 Ks between changes, but I did notice a little bit cloudy, so maybe it had a bit of condensation from sitting around and short trips. Who knows? Either way, I'm doing the change, so it's coming out.